Welcome to Lesson 2 of my course in Lindish, a simplified form of Old English or Anglo-Saxon. You will need to have subtitles turned on to be able to see how the Lindish words are spelled. In this lesson we will be learning about verbs. A verb is a word which describes an action, for example, speak, do, write, swim, think. These are all verbs. When you are looking up a verb in a dictionary, it will always be in its infinitive form. In modern English, we can tell an infinitive by the word to before it. For example, to speak, to do, to write, to swim, to think. When a verb is in its infinitive form, we are not being told anything about who is doing the action or when the action is taking place. In Lindish, the infinitive of a verb ends in an, spelt A-N, which is a little different from Old English. We are now going to change the verb for the present tense. A tense tells us when something is happening, either the past, present or future. When we use a verb in a sentence, we also want to know who is doing the action. This can either be a noun or it can be a pronoun such as I, you, he, she, it, and so on. The first person singular. When I am doing the action, that is, when the speaker is the only one doing the action, then the verb is said to be in the first person singular. When the speaker is doing the action, to change the verb for the first person, you simply remove the an of the infinitive and add the letter E. Let's look at some common verbs. Secge, to say. Wite, to know, when it means to know a fact rather than knowing a person. Stånde, to stand. Kume, to come. Finde, to find. Ĝelde, to pay. Jeve, to give. Sprece, to speak. Fēre, to travel. Healde, to hold. Āgångeþ, to pass by or to go by. Tyrneþ, to turn. So, to conjugate for the first person, for example, I stand is ich stånde. I pass by is ich āgångeþ. Exercise 1. Translate the following into Lindish. It helps to say the translation out loud, instead of simply writing them down. The answers to this exercise are in the description for this video below. 1. I stand. 2. I speak. 3. I travel. 4. I hold. 5. I come. 6. I find. 7. I say. 8. I give. 9. I pay. 10. I know. Now the third person singular. When someone else is doing the action, that is, one other person who is neither the person speaking nor the person being spoken to, the verb is said to be in the third person singular. To conjugate the third person singular, you remove the an of the infinitive and add eth, spelled e-thorn. In Old English, many verbs had an irregular form of the third person singular, but in Lindish most verbs are regular in the present tense. So, for example, the man says is secge. Exercise 2. Translate the following into Lindish. Number 1. The thing finds. 2. The woman travels. 3. A world turns. 4. The year goes by. 5. A life holds. 6. A person knows. 7. The house stands. 8. An occasion gives. 9. The day comes. 10. The man speaks. Exercise 3. Now go through the same phrases, but replace all the nouns with either he, heio, she, or hit, it. Lindish also has a new, gender-neutral pronoun, se, for when the gender of a person is not given, or when it means he or she. Exercise 4. Translate the following into modern English. They may seem a little odd, but they are all grammatically correct sentences. 1. Thedai āgångeþ. 2. Weef ståndeþ. 3. Thestund healdeþ. 4. Hús jeveþ. 5. The word spreceþ. 6. The male kumeþ. 7. Mann witeþ. 8. Werold ģeldeþ. 9. The leaf findeþ. 10. The thing seggeth. The thing seggeth. That's it for Lesson 2. Watch out also for Unit 2 of the 2000 Commonest Words in Lindish.